my story. Fool. So as it turns out, I've actually known Patrick a really long time. We've traveled in the same circles for years, and we've had the same friends and community and attended the same weddings for several years. But somehow we didn't become better friends until just a few years ago, and didn't become really good friends until somewhat recently. It was a slow but steady process of discovery. I discovered we had a shared love of beer when he invited us to come brew at his house. And we had a shared love of outlandish cooking projects when he invited us to make eggnog pulled from a 50s era ladies' home journal, which includes the instructions: separate eggs and beat yolks until light. Add 2/3 of a cup of sugar and beat and beat and beat. They should be thick and lemon colored no matter how your arm aches for relief. We have an unflappable love of camping in the outdoors. When Kat and Patrick accompanied us on what was quite possibly the wettest Memorial Day camping trip ever out on Mountain Loop Highway. Patrick joined me in my love of setting up crazy surprises for friends when he offered up his house for James's Devil Went Down to Georgia style bachelor party. And about 2 years ago, Patrick invited his friends to see photos and hear stories of his experiences driving the Mongol Rally. Basically, this is an adventure where you drive your highly impractical car from London to Mongolia, and it's something I'd heard scattered stories about but never gotten the full rundown. It was at the travel slideshow of all places that I discovered another thing that I admire and love about Patrick: his way of telling stories. This obviously comes out in his songwriting, but it also came out at the slideshow where he told story after story about this, from my point of view, totally crazy and harrowing event. But everyone was humorous and uplifting and engaging. And I think that says a lot about Patrick as a person. The fact that he can take all kinds of life experiences, good, bad, unpleasant, inscrutable, whatever, and look at them through his humorous and at times ironic lens through which he sees the world. Patrick can turn anything into a great story and can help you see things the way that he does. And so, inspired by the fact that we've known each other a very long time and the fact that he has a more visceral experience with former Soviet states than just about anyone I know, I'd like to sing a song that goes way back in the Wabi history, the Communist Love Song. If you know it, please feel free to jump in about halfway through and sing along. Patrick and Kat, may we continue to discover the ways that we're already great friends, and may you two always be each other's personal ambassadors to the world. This is for you.
Know that I would only do the same, 'cause it was well conceived in theory, but it doesn't work in life. Me, I will not write it off, not ever having tried. A feeling there that never knows the cold. Iron Curtain. I will be your Berlin Wall, and I will